Straight ahead, as Ralston lurches toward foreclosure, some residents reluctant to leave the dilapidated downtown building. Plus, Phoenix City taking new steps to keep kids safe as they return to classes, sending a nurse to each school.
On your side, this is News 3 First Edition.
America says goodbye to a civil rights icon, Congressman John Robert Lewis. Good evening, everyone, and thank you for trusting News 3 as your source for local news. I'm Teresa Whitaker. After days of tributes, civil rights leader John Lewis is being laid to rest today. Michelle Miller is outside the Ebenezer Baptist Church in Atlanta with more on the longtime congressman's funeral.
The casket of Congressman John Lewis arrived at the historic Ebenezer Baptist Church in Atlanta for his final farewell.
He got into a lot of good trouble along the way, but let's not forget, he also developed an absolutely uncanny ability to heal troubled waters.
Former Presidents Bill Clinton, George W. Bush, Barack Obama, and House Speaker Nancy Pelosi were among the dignitaries who came to pay tribute to the civil rights icon.
I, like so many Americans, owe a great debt to John Lewis.
He always believed in preaching the gospel in word and in deed, insisting that hate and fear had to be answered with love and hope.
We always knew he worked on the side of the angels, and now he is with them.
Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King's daughter, the Reverend Dr. Bernice King, offered a prayer.
In the words of your servant Martin Luther King, Jr., who reminded us that death is not a period that ends this great sentence of life, but a comma which punctuates it to a lofty and higher significance.
Dreamgirls star Jennifer Holliday sang. Lewis delivered his own final message to civil rights activists in an essay published in the New York Times this morning. He wrote, "Though I may not be here with you, I urge you to answer the highest calling of your heart and stand up for what you truly believe." A man who inspired generations went on to say that today's activist inspired him and filled him with hope. Michelle Miller, CBS News, Atlanta.
John Lewis spent more than 3 decades in Congress representing his district that included most of Atlanta.